to find some clarity. I have been spinning my wheels in many directions for a long time. I just get really stuck on how to get where I want to go. I do struggle with bringing in abundance and believing I deserve it. Imposter syndrome, self-worth, big struggle.
The key to hitting that next level of abundance is holding the truth and unwavering belief that you will do it because you're not going to stop. Whether it takes a week, a month, or a decade, you don't care. That's alignment. Welcome, Janine Whitaker. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too. Thank you.
Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you.
Excellent. Everybody, we've got Janine Whitaker here from Amesbury, Massachusetts, engaged, 39 years old, has her hands full with interior design, feng shui consulting, investing, and helping out JDC as well. Good to connect live again. How's your day going?
It's good. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. And I appreciate, we had to reschedule. I appreciate your flexibility.
Yeah, no problem.
So what should we talk about today, Janine? How can I help you? What do you want coaching on?
I need to find some clarity in 2024. I have been spinning my wheels in many directions for a long time. My passion is real estate investing. I've only done 2 deals, so I'm so green at it. Might do 5 deals and then learn I hate it. I don't know. But it's the one thing that really lights me up and keeps me up at night. So I want to dive into that more. I just get really stuck on how to get where I want to go because my focus is I want to buy Airbnbs, but I have very little capital. So it's kind of where I'm stuck right now. And I feel like I need to work, and I'm starting a W-2 again tomorrow, which is a little bit heartbreaking, but it's kind of where I'm at right now.
Okay. So thank you for sharing your situation.
Yeah.
What do you want coaching on?
How to get clarity, I suppose, on what I should focus on.
Between what are the options of focus?
So interior design. I have a design business, and I'm trying to ramp that up. I have a feng shui consulting business. I'm trying to ramp that up. I have a 4-year-old daughter, and I'm trying to spend more time with her. And I want to buy more properties. And I have a boutique hotel we're launching in about 3 weeks.
And you said a boutique hotel?
More time. I know.
It sounds like you're focused on multiple projects at the same time.
Too many.
Why is it too many? Like, how do you know it's too many?
That's a great question. I feel like it's too many because I feel like if I focused on, so we're doing these 3 different things, I shuffle a little here, I shuffle a little here, I shuffle a little here, shuffle, 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 and they're all moving forward. But if I shifted lanes into one and I focused on one, it would probably move forward a lot faster.
Okay. What does move forward mean?
It's a great question. To me right now, moving forward means more abundance.
So moving forward means more cash flow.
Yes.
Okay. So how much is the interior design business grossing you an income on a monthly basis?
On a monthly basis, I really have never advertised, and it's been word of mouth only. So it's probably minimal, maybe 4,000 a month.
Okay. Is that consistent though?
No.
Over the course of the year?
No, that's spread out, within a year on average. Some months are a little higher, some are less.
Okay. So you averaged about 50K from that last year. Okay.
Yeah.
And how many hours a week do you average on that business?
On that business?
Mm-hmm.
Probably like 10.
Okay. The feng shui consulting business, what are you averaging income monthly and how many hours per week?
I actually have tried to put that to the side for a little while because it's such an energy drain. But I keep getting inquiries and emails and repeat clients that keep calling me. So I know I need to pick it up again because the universe keeps forcing it on me. As of last year, I tried not to take any clients.
Okay. If you were to continue that and taking clients, how many hours per week and how much monthly could you gross on that?
I would probably do about maybe 1 or 2 clients a week max. And that would gross probably that would be about 2,000 a week. So 8,000 a month.
Okay. And are you doing real estate? And real estate is that something you're spending time on a weekly basis to do that? Or that's something you're trying to do focus, but based on cash flow has been your limit in the past?
Yes. So real estate, because we acquired a boutique hotel, we syndicated it we syndicated last year. We closed in September. That has been all consuming. So I literally stopped everything at that point so that I could focus on running the hotel and designing it. My equity share is, as a GP, is designing it. So I literally had to stop everything. It's 18 rooms. Every room is different, and I'm managing the construction. So it's been all consuming, and there's a light at the end of the tunnel there. So I just want to make sure when I get through that light, what I'm focusing on the other side makes sense.
Okay. When does that end of the tunnel happen?
We have half of it being launched at the end of March, or I'm sorry, the beginning of March. And then the other half we're hoping to open for May.
Okay.
So the end of the tunnel would be May.
Okay. And what is your W-2 job you're starting?
It will be as kitchen designer at a real estate brokerage that also does real estate development and sells cabinets. So it's aligned.
That is aligned. Okay.
It's very
and
aligned.
what are you going to make there? Is that full time?
Nope. I'm just going to do 2 days a week there.
Okay.
Which again, I'm worrying about spreading myself way too far in too many directions.
Okay.
But I know he wants to integrate more design in his business.
Okay. So that's what you're doing. Sound like a pretty normal entrepreneur. What do you want to do?
I just want to travel the world and own Airbnbs and not do any of that shit.
Okay. What do you want to do right now?
Oh, I want to work a little bit less. My daughter's 4. I want to spend more time with the family. I want to take more family vacations, and I want to get our house finished and move out of it. That's what I want right now.
Okay, but you asked me about clarity around business.
Like I said, I need clarity. Sorry, diagnosed with ADD. Welcome to my brain.
Are you self-diagnosed?
No. No, I'm not.
So you have a superpower in your ability to focus.
Yeah, sure. You focus on many things at once.
Okay. So let's stop the softeners for a second. Okay. The giggles, the softeners. You can carry around a label if you want to.
Mm.
You're you, I'm me, we're all different. Some of us focus otherwise, but you've successfully created multiple businesses at the same time that are generating an income.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you've got interior design is making 50 grand a year for 10 hours a week. That's not bad. Not bad at all. Yeah. Feng Shui making 8 grand a month for what is it? I don't know how much hours that is. How many hours a week is 1 to 2 clients?
About 10 hours.
It's 10 hours. Okay. So you've got one business making 50 grand a year from 10 hours a week. You've got another business that can make almost 100 grand a year from 8 hours a week. That sounds kind of successful to me.
Well, when you put it that way. So I guess my issue with seeing that is I haven't lived that yet. So when the hotel launched, I quit my job. So this is the first year I am an entrepreneur. And my time has been completely engulfed with the hotel that I really haven't had these hours. Like, this is what I know I can make without really marketing. I just haven't had the time to do this. So I guess those are the things I probably should focus on.
What things?
The feng shui and the interior design.
Well, the hotel one is you're committed to happening, and you're going to buy more properties as soon as you're able. And I haven't heard you say I want to do wholesaling or fundraising and use other people's money. So if you're going to self-fund, then you need to generate your own income. And if you're making, if you do 20 hours a week, interior design and 2 clients, and maybe you do 3 feng shui clients a week, that's $16,000 a month.
Oh, and it sounds heavy.
What sounds heavy?
Doing 3 feng shui clients a week.
Okay. What about doing 20 hours of interior design a week?
Not so heavy.
Why is the feng shui stuff heavy?
Because it's energy moving. And when you're in other people's environments, you take on a lot of that energy. So you have to be really good about self-care, which I'm really bad about. So it is a drain. But I help people. So it lights me up and it drains me at the same time.
Do you know how to ground and clear your energy?
I do, and I don't do it enough.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Because would you do more feng shui if it was lighter?
Yes.
Okay. Would you rather, if the energy demand on your body was the same, would you rather do interior design or feng shui consulting?
Interior design.
Okay. So do you have more the ability to increase your number of clients per week on interior design?
Yeah, if I marketed, I probably could.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So is this clarity?
Yeah. Yeah. It is.
Is this helpful?
Yes, it is helpful.
So do you know what to do?
I need
Or
to
are you
get
still
more
unclear?
interior design clients.
Is that what you want?
In addition to purchasing my own Airbnbs, yes.
Okay.
Yes, I want both.
Okay. Well, is there anything wrong with continuing to do what you're doing right now?
I've been burning the candle at all these ends for so long that it's exhausting.
Okay. How many hours a week are you working?
About 50 to 60.
Okay. So if you're doing 10 hours of interior design and then 10 hours of feng shui, how many hours a week are you doing at the hotel?
Oh, for the past few months, that has been 20 to 30.
Okay. And the hotel's not paying anything right now?
Nothing.
Okay.
No.
So how many hours of work left do you have at the hotel?
The next month, we will have a decent amount because we're going to be installing the furniture. And up solidly, I probably have at least 10 to 15 hours a week for the next 2 months.
And then you're done.
Hopefully. I'm also part of marketing for the hotel, so
Okay.
I'll never be done and we'll be revamping, but
Okay.
my job dwindles more.
Okay. All right. So how else can I help?
So I do struggle with bringing in abundance and believing I deserve it. Imposter syndrome, self-worth, big struggle.
I never heard that before.
Yeah, I know. I'm a new case.
Why do you have imposter syndrome and struggle with abundance?
I think I have imposter syndrome because I struggle with abundance. So if I were a great interior designer, I wouldn't be struggling.
Okay. That's one way. How much did you make last year total?
I haven't done my taxes yet, but probably about
I won't tell them.
70.
I won't say anything. And how does that compare to and what's the most you've ever made in a year?
100,000.
What year was that?
That was 2 years ago. 3 years ago. Pre-COVID.
Okay.
4 years ago.
Pre-COVID. And then what did you make prior to 2020? Where you would
most I really ever made was 70 or 80K.
70 or 80. Okay.
So I hit 100,000 1 year, and that was like my plateau.
Is that more or less than your parents made?
More.
Okay. So, did I give you my financial event replay?
You did.
Did you listen to it?
I've listened to day 1 and part of day 2. And then I had to listen to some other stuff for homework.
Okay. But you could also just listen to that for yourself.
Yep.
You can also, there's also a book called Love Money, Money Loves You. It's also good. But we probably should get you into coaching to help with that. Because the financial mindset will be the limiting factor. If your financial mindset doesn't increase, you'll never make more money. And where people typically struggle is usually 100K and then like 200 or 250 and then 1 million. Those are usually the levels.
Yeah.
So
I'm at that 100K.
Being aware of it is one of the best ways to not self-sabotage. Because if you're aware of that, you can notice when it comes up. But have you made the decision to drive past this level yet?
Yes.
Are you sure?
No. Yes and no.
Okay, because you're laughing right now.
I know. It's the level of work I believe is required that scares me. But that's my mentality of thinking I have to work hard to make a lot of money.
Okay, so we need to cut out the softeners. No more laughing. And it getting to 250 may require a lot of work. Mm-hmm. Now, I can completely understand being a parent and wanting to spend time with your child, 100%. I'm not saying neglect that. But when we're not willing to do the work that life is asking us, we can actually be in resistance to the target. Life won't always ask you to do the work, but you have to be willing to. Because what I'm hearing is that you really want the target. You really want to make more money. You really want to make 200,000. I'm sure you've been focused at 200,000 or 250 or something like that. That's usually where most people focus when they get to 100. I'm sure you want it really bad. Mm-hmm. I don't believe that you have decided to the level that you've given yourself no other option but to do it.
Yeah.
Because we can often fall into there's two thinking patterns we fall into. The first thinking pattern is called decide, plan, commit. We decide, hey, I want to make 200K. Plan. What's the plan? Can I come up with a plan to make 200K? No. Okay, decide 200K. Can I make a plan? Yes. Okay, now that I got a plan, now I commit to it. That model runs constantly in our brains. The other model, which you want to write down, is decide, commit, figure out how. Decide, I'm going to make 200K. When? As soon as possible. Commit, it's going to happen. Step 3, I'm going to figure out how. Because that comes from an aligned frame. When you have doubt at the global frame level, you're out of alignment with the target. So this is where charging into the unknown is going to help you. And if you listen to the Mindset Academy calls on the last one in January and then also February 6, 24, those are really good. Those Mindset Academy episodes for specifically these topics. Okay. And because you need to get into the way to do it is to get into non-specific certainty. I am going to hit 200K, even though I don't know how, because I'm not going to stop until I do. Like, try that out loud. I am going to hit 200K in income.
I am going to hit 200K in income.
Even though I don't know how.
Even though I don't know how.
Because I'm not going to stop until I do.
Because I'm not going to stop until I do.
Can you feel certainty now?
Mm-hmm.
Because we can't control what we don't know how to do or things beyond our control. But what we absolutely can control is the amount of work and when you stop. So by deciding I'm going to not stop until I hit the target, you can 100% guarantee you cannot stop because you can choose to keep moving. So that creates an aligned, non-specific frame.
Mm.
Prior to this call, the frame you came into this call was, I need clarity. I got all this stuff going on. I'm guessing you probably have been thinking I need to focus on one thing because everybody says you have to focus on one thing. Mm-hmm. Bullshit. But that's what's running through your brain because your conditioning is running. You've probably talked to other people like, you need to focus. It's like, no, you're superpowered. You're like an ADD superpower. You can get a lot of shit done in a short period of time because you have the ability to focus at an intense level that most people can't. Everybody talks about it as a disadvantage, but you also have hyper focus ability too. That's a gift.
Well, thank you. That's a new way to reframe that.
It absolutely is.
Yeah. Well,
you did that because of who you are. There's nothing wrong with you. You're not broken. You are who you're supposed to be. And your challenge is to figure out how to create the life you want, being this version of you. Mm-hmm. Fuck anyone's labels.
Yeah.
That's what I say.
Like that.
Because so just notice how you came in uncertain. Now notice the certainty you're feeling right now, even though you don't have any more strategy than when we started this call.
Right.
The strategy is still do both and as best you can, grow whichever one you can. Like, that's the strategy. There's no new developing strategy from this call, but you're now feeling more alignment. There's less softeners going. Your focus is clearer. I'm looking at you right now. You're like, the certainty is rising. Mm-hmm. The key to hitting that next level of abundance is holding the truth and unwavering belief that you will do it because you're not going to stop, whether it takes a week, a month, or a decade. You don't care. Mm. That's alignment. And if you get 4 feng shui clients in a week or 6, you say yes. And then you figure out how to balance your energy. There are tools. You can get boji stones. I don't know if you have boji stones. Do you have boji stones?
I don't have any, but I've heard of them.
Or you could also, they're also called Kansas City Pop Rocks. Those are really good for grounding. They're better than any crystal because crystals have certain vibrations with them, right? Mm-hmm. But there's ways that you're more powerful than this. Mm. So if you choose to stop being drained by those clients in that way, you won't be. You're an infinite being. So if you want to do more, but at the same time, if you want to do interior design, do that. But at the same time, life may be flowing to you in one area over others. So this point right now where it's unclear which one's going to explode, if you had a list of 20 feng shui clients at the door of the month, we probably want to talk about how to make that happen. And maybe you got to hire somebody else who could do it. But right now, we want to make sure we're open to all directions because right now you're walking down the path, the feng shui path, the interior design path, and you don't have enough information yet to see if that path is right or not.
Yeah. Right.
So your only choice is to continue to walk down that path by being open to more of that. Mm-hmm. And then as you get more information, then you'll be able to make a decision. And that's where a lot of people get stuck is they're trying to decide, am I going left or right? Or am I going left or right or middle? Which one? I don't know. And we get so stuck in the decision when we don't have enough information. So the only choice is to continue walking down those paths until you have more information versus sitting with incomplete information trying to guess.
Yeah. That feels better.
There you go.
Yeah.
She's lightening up, people. There we go.
That does feel better.
Yes.
Mm.
Okay. So, are you good?
I think I'm good. My voice went up. That usually means no. Let's see. What else did I write down?
No, don't look at your notes to find a problem.
Okay. No, that's fair.
Feel. Why did your voice go up?
Maybe because I'm always searching for a reason or an excuse.
An excuse to what?
Not be successful.
Why are you doing that?
I don't know.
Yeah, you do.
I didn't go to school for design. So, that one hit a chord.
Stay in it. Didn't go for school for design.
So I've never felt worthy. I would apply for jobs for years in the design realm, and I would get told no because I didn't have a bachelor's degree. So I've never felt worthy because of that.
Yeah. I'm a college dropout. So, and I've been overlooked for things because I didn't have a 4-year degree. Although I've been fired from pretty much 50% of the jobs I've had, maybe 60%.
You were meant for bigger things.
I don't play well with others when they're telling me. I just don't like when other people tell me what to do. So let's process that. So just think about that. Breathe. Never felt worthy. Say it again. I never felt worthy.
I never felt worthy.
Breathe. Which, if we think about it, is kind of silly because you're literally making $50,000 a year from interior design, working basically 1 day a week.
I guess when you put it that way.
So what is the truth? Because is it actually true that you're not worthy?
No.
So what is the truth?
Truth is that I am worthy.
Why?
Because I am talented.
How do you know you're talented?
Because people hire me. People partner with me on hotels because of it.
How about when I ask you this next question, you say, because I know I am. Okay, you say that.
Oh, okay.
How do you know you're talented?
Because I know I am.
I am talented.
I am talented.
I'm fucking talented.
I am fucking talented.
I'm an amazing interior designer.
I am an amazing interior designer.
And I love it.
And I love it.
There we go. And I'm getting goosebumps right now. The interesting thing is imposter syndrome is actually a good thing because it means your success has grown faster than your identity.
Feel that.
Like you've created more success than you think you should have. Like I'd take that all day long.
Yeah. Yeah.
And in life, it's a perpetual game of owning it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, which is the hardest part.
It is the hardest part.
Yeah.
And because you're doing interior design, you're also doing feng shui design at the same time. You're not telling them that, but you are. Yep. You're doing energetic design. You're making this massive impact. The boutique hotel is going to go great. Maybe there's a way that you actually do feng shui interior design.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're already doing it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Why did you put that purple piggy bank right there? Oh, it just sits in this corner of the room.
Mm-hmm.
I've had a purple piggy bank. Yeah.
Don't move it.
Needs to be in this part of the house. I've been around the feng shui game a little bit.
I know. I like it.
And that's so. So I'm curious. I'm just, maybe those two are supposed to be one.
I can get down with that. I'm hoping the hotel opens doors, and I think it will, because we're integrating feng shui into the hotel and crystals, and we're embracing the woo.
So let's be in a frame where doors are opening. You know how to frame shift, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when I used to frame shift, I used to hold it for a long time. I don't have to frame. All I have to do right now is think of the frame and go, that frame, it's in place. Mm-hmm. So just do that. Like the two are, now just imagine those two are integrated and doors are opening. Awesome. You could even start a service where you update other people's Airbnbs.
I already have
with better energy,
actually, but it'd be nice to ramp it up a bit.
Well, yeah, like they'll get better reviews. People would make more money. Like we lived in this first house we lived in Texas. We rented this house like sight unseen, and it was a big house. It was this like 4,500 square feet. And I always thought it was cool to have 12-foot ceilings until you have to like walk up the stairs. But the house just always felt like, and I can move energy and I can clear rooms and, you know, and like, there was something not nice in that house, no matter what we did. Like everybody could feel it.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. There was just like clearing it didn't work. And I actually think the previous couple that lived there had a nasty divorce and there was a lot of yelling and fighting, but it was so noticeable, the energy in that house, that it just like one room in the house, like nobody wanted to sleep in it, you know?
That's where Flying Stars feng shui comes in. It takes into account the astrology of the home and the direction it faces and the year it was built. And it has nothing to do with furniture.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. We bring in elements to do acupuncture on the environment in that scenario.
That sounds fantastic.
Yeah.
Awesome. Wow. How you doing now?
I'm doing
good?
well. Yeah.
You good now?
Yeah, I am good now.
Your voice didn't go up. It stayed the same.
I guess that's it. You found the one thing that was still lingering.
It comes up.
Yeah. Yeah. It's been lingering around there for a long time.
Yeah. Okay. All right. You good to go?
I am.
All right. It was great to connect with you today.
Thank you. You too.
I'll talk to you soon.
Awesome. Thank you so much.